It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Heavy rainfall and thunderstorms will develop across the Gulf Coast and lower Mississippi Valley through Thursday. Flooding is a possibility. Meanwhile, an active weather pattern continues on the West Coast, with heavy rain and mountain snow expected. Closer to home, our next system will bring lowland rain and mountain snow showers. Totals for the area mountains will be 5 to 7 inches. Slick and snow-packed roads will cause hazardous driving conditions. Quiet conditions Thursday and through the weekend, except for Friday. A fast-moving system will bring light rain and snow to the area. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. The Tularosa Senior Center was closed yesterday due to a gas leak in the building. That gas leak was repaired by the Village of Tularosa maintenance crew. The center is back up and running for today's lunch and activities. The Village of Tularosa will be having their special meeting today at 4 p.m. You can see the meeting agenda on villageoftularosa.com. The Alamogordo City Commission regular meeting is tonight at 6:30. The agenda is available on the city website. Coming up on January 25th is the Republican Party of Otero County pre-primary convention. I spoke with Vice Chair Josh Beasley.
We'll be electing our delegate party to represent Otero County at the state convention. We will be electing, I believe it is 23 positions from the Republican community to go represent Otero County at the state convention. And now what the delegates will do there is they will vote to put candidates on the ballot.
Email rpoc88310@gmail.com for more information or check out the RPOC Facebook page. The Alameda Park Zoo invites all to check out Prehistoric Companions happening this Saturday from 12 until 1. You'll discover the fascinating world of reptiles. The cost is included with your regular zoo entry fee. If you have questions, call 575-439-4290. Alamogordo Public Schools presents Winter Wonderland, a special event for Alamogordo High School students happening this Saturday from 5 until 8 at the Alameda Park Zoo. A snow slide, inflatable wipeout game, laser tag, DJ, photo booth, food trucks, cookies, hot chocolate, heaters, and a whole lot more. Students must bring the school ID to the event. The Monte Vista Cemetery cleanup that was initially planned for tomorrow has been rescheduled to February 3rd. I spoke with Executive Director for Keep Alamogordo Beautiful, Sven Sears.
Basically, we had a meeting with some of the folks that work there to talk about some details, and they informed us that a unexpected service was going to be happening that day, and they couldn't reschedule.
So, Sven, what should the folks bring?
Oh, I mean, it's going to be a pretty big project. There is a lot of cemetery to kind of go through. We're going to be focusing on one area in particular, and that area needs a lot of weeding to get done, but there are, some other things that could be helped as well. Some of the headstones, some holes, things, here and there. So shovels, rakes, bags, gloves, good spirit.
If you have any questions, at 575-439-4250. The Alamogordo Fire Department and Alamogordo Senior Center are teaming up to provide adults over 60 with smoke detectors. I spoke with Lieutenant Will Skaggs.
Right now, the Senior Center is taking sign-ups for anybody who, in the elderly community, who may need a smoke detector or who may have expired smoke detectors that need replacement. So what we'll be doing is installing up to 2 free, brand new lithium-ion batteries. That means that the residents don't have to change the batteries and they don't have to worry for their smoke detectors for 10 years, and they're completely free.
That's on February 10th. Contact the Alamo Senior Center to register or for more information. The fire department is looking for volunteers to help install these smoke detectors. If you want to help, please call 575-635-7589. Well, today is Tuesday. It's time for an introspection with Pastor Johnny Walker.
This is Johnny Walker with this week's introspection. You deserve better. When we enter a grocery store, we instinctively choose the freshest products, avoiding those tainted by mold, those with fuzzy spores. We seek the best value for the price we pay. But why then do we settle for less in our friendships, our relationships, and our leadership? Why do we allow ourselves to be hurt by those we've poured our heart into? It's time to realize we can't afford to pay full price for relationships that devalue us. We cannot continue giving our all to individuals who only bring us pain. We must hold others accountable for their actions and responsibilities, just as we hold the grocer accountable for quality of their products. Some might argue that releasing others from accountability is a noble act of forgiveness or compassion, but in reality, it only lowers our own value in their eyes. By accepting less than we deserve, we are allowing a cycle of degradation to persist. It's time to reevaluate. If we expect the grocer to provide us with quality products, we must hold others to the same standard. We must teach our children not to settle for less, but to stand tall in who they are. We must break free from the chains of generational depreciation and instill in our loved ones the knowledge that they deserve better. Don't dilute your worth or water down your potential. You are deserving of love, respect, and genuine connections. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who believe in your worth, and who treat you with kindness and compassion. Say no to toxic relationships and choose to invest your time and energy into those who truly value you. In the journey in finding fulfillment and happiness, it is crucial to remember that you hold the power to choose the relationships and friendships that nourish your soul. Just as you would choose the freshest loaf of bread from the grocer, so I implore you, strive for the best value for the price you pay in every aspect of your life. This is Johnny Walker with this week's introspection. You be blessed, be a blessing, and we'll see you next week, right here, same place, same time on Crazy Radio.
Sports and weather are next. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Local sports, local events, and local happenings, and more. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Several suspicious devices were found in Albuquerque, Deming, and Las Cruces yesterday. Deming police report an explosive device was found near the Luna County Magistrate Court and the 6th Judicial District Court. Officers did take a suspect into custody. Las Cruces police responded to an unknown item at the Adult Probation and Parole Office. Officer Dan Trujillo spoke with KRQE.
We took an abundance of caution in closing down the roadway to 2 lanes in each direction. We closed that down to through traffic, and we evacuated people in nearby areas. And I think that's that's something that should be done at all times when something like this comes in.
That was found to have been an empty box. Albuquerque police say a suspicious package was received at a loading dock. The Explosive and Ordnance Disposal Unit assisted the FBI with an investigation at the U.S. Attorney's Office regarding a pipe-shaped item with wires attached. That item was safely detonated, and a suspect has been taken into custody. The FBI will not state if it is believed or even suspected if these incidents are related or not. After Isaias Lobato Rodriguez admitted to law enforcement that he killed Connie Lopez, Lobato Rodriguez was convicted of second-degree murder. However, an appeals court vacated that conviction after the prosecuting attorney made an error. During the trial, the prosecutor told the jury that on the night after the crime, Lobato Rodriguez asserted his rights to remain silent. The comment sparked an objection from Lobato Rodriguez's lawyer as potentially violating his right to remain silent. Now the case goes back to the state's Court of Appeals for further consideration. Moving forward, if prosecutors again mention Lobato Rodriguez's silence after his arrest, the Supreme Court states this could lead to a mistrial. Lucia Naranjo of Aztec in San Juan County is facing a murder charge after deputies claim she killed her husband. According to the criminal complaint, the San Juan County Sheriff's Office responded to a call on Sunday for a possible shooting. They found Richard Patterson with a gunshot wound to his head. His wife was the only person on the property. Naranjo was taken to the sheriff's office where deputies say she attempted to hide socks that had visible blood on them. Naranjo is being held at the San Juan County Detention Center and faces second-degree murder as well as tampering with evidence. 44-year-old Francisco Rodriguez Rivera of Clovis has been charged with the attempted murder of Jamal Glover. According to police, Glover told him that he and Rodriguez Rivera had gotten into a fight when he grabbed a knife. Rodriguez Rivera got the knife away from Glover and then accused of stabbing or cutting Glover. Rodriguez Rivera was also armed with a baseball bat. Rodriguez Rivera is facing attempted murder and tampering with evidence charges. The hustle and bustle of the 30-day legislative session began its second week yesterday. Jason Espinoza joins us now from the Roundhouse.
In line with tradition, both the Senate and the House did not have floor sessions last week on Friday, so that in many cases, legislators could make the long drive home to see their families and their friends one last time before the session really hits its stride. Although one committee, the House Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources Committee, did meet on Saturday morning. Only 4 days into this legislative session, over 315 pieces of legislation have been introduced, with the House of Representatives introducing 169 bills, 7 memorials, and 6 constitutional amendments. On the other hand, the state Senate introduced 117 bills, 5 memorials, and 11 constitutional amendments. One piece of legislation has already made its way through both chambers and is signed by the governor. That bill is House Bill 1, more commonly referred to as the feed bill. That bill appropriated $41 million from the general fund and cash balances for legislative session expenses and to various agencies for interim expenses, including fiscal year 25 operating budgets of the Legislative Counsel Service, Legislative Finance Committee, Legislative Education Study Committee, and the House and Senate Chief Clerk offices. For the New Mexico News Network, I'm Jason Espinoza.
Sports and weather are next. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 46 games for New Mexico girls basketball today, including Capitan at Mountain Air, Hondo at Floyd, Carrizozo at Mesilla Valley Christian, Hatch at Redoso, Hot Springs at Chaparral, and Centennial comes to Alamogordo. Go Lady Tigers! There are 49 games for New Mexico varsity basketball today, including Capitan at Mountain Air, Hondo at Floyd, Chaparral at Hot Springs, Redoso at Portales, Carrizozo at Mesilla Valley Christian. Tularosa heads to the New Mexico Military Institute. Go Wildcats! Alamogordo heads to Centennial. Go Tigers! Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for mostly cloudy with showers. New precipitation amounts between a quarter to a half inch expected. Mostly cloudy skies tonight with a 50% chance for shower activity. New precipitation amounts less than a tenth of an inch expected. Mostly cloudy skies tomorrow with a 30% chance for more showers. Your high today in the basin, 53. Low tonight, 37. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 32. High tomorrow, 53 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly cloudy with snow showers. New snow accumulation of 2 to 4 inches expected. Mostly cloudy skies tonight with snow showers. New snow accumulation of 1 to 2 inches expected. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a 40% chance for more snow. Winds are going to be gusting as high as 18 miles per hour. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 35. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 18. Low tonight of 23. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 12. High tomorrow, 36. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 14 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.